Hey everyone, Jim here. Welcome to another episode, or I don't know what you want to call this. This is sort of a redo, kind of a clarification, and then I'll add some content at the end. When I released the first discovery that the group that I play with on a different save found about bags and unpacking. I said we, meaning, and I think a lot of viewers, both on YouTube and Steam, thought, well, we all know this. You didn't, and which is fine because we didn't. But the funny thing is, the other piece of it was, I didn't realize that on these machines, and that's I mean, it's kind of hilarious. I was still clicking right and left, and the drop. And people were like, this is painful to watch. And because remember, I didn't have anything prepped. So 2 clarifications. It was, I didn't know, and we being the group I was playing with. But it's like, you know, one thing led to another, and the comments were, and I wasn't upset about it. I was like, this is a game saver too. But spacebar to drop, and the A and the D key to control the spinner, and as you can see, it's much more easier. Had I known that, so I could see, you know, going back now and watching that video, that was painful to watch. I agree 100%. I don't, oh my god, I'm full of that. Yeah, but the whole idea was just to show the whole unpacking, packing, getting the bags back and the product, especially with jars. I don't know what this guy's doing with product now. Well, so I did set up an AI. Oh, it fit. I do have an AI set up. I just hired one guy, a chemist. Which is when I have the notebook, you can see all the pathing. I'm not ready to do a video on that right now. But what I've come to, and I do play with a couple other people in another game save. I don't know why they won't come and play mine. I guess I'm not loved enough, but it's still fun to play with them. Is that I'm going to need more room, especially when I unlock the third dealer source. So I've went in here, I've been working on it. I discovered it's the docks, and this is to get the other product. There's the supplier, not dealer, sorry. So I unlocked her. I've got to get her satisfaction up so I can meet this person. Then I'll be able to unlock that, and I can start with the cocoa. And the way they've set theirs up, they use the bungalow for one production. They use the warehouse for another. They use the hotel for all the products, the final packaged products. And there's little signs up there that tell what each is. So literally when you're running those deals as they come in, you just run in there and grab whatever you need and go complete the deals. So it's pretty convenient. That way everything's spaced out. You know, literally the only thing they have to do every day is make sure that the briefcases are full of cash, which I always just fill this guy up. And believe me, I never have any shortage of cash on hand because I don't have enough launder sites. Still working on that. But the problem is you need the money here to buy the real estate, not here. So, yeah, there's that whole issue. So I'm working on that slowly. You know, I'm playing a couple games that I like to play off camera, and then a couple that I'm covering. But they've gotten to the point, they've automated so much that literally all they have to do is move each building the finished product, because they've got enough AI workers to get everything packaged, and they literally just fill the beds with money, Make sure that the product is, because you can't automate obviously the retrieval of materials, or the components you need for each. And then and sell it. And they don't even sell. I mean, they don't even have to take deals anymore. They could that's how far they are. So they're kind of what I'd call, they've beat the game. But they still play, which is funny. But yeah, you can literally automate every single aspect of this game to this point, where it's just actually a packaged finished product. The cleaner AI I've still found is, I don't know if they get bugged out on the trash cans or what, but sometimes they just stop. So I really haven't. Hopefully that, and it looked like that's something that the developer has acknowledged, and is working on for the next update. So we'll have to see if that gets cleared up. Among some other issues we ran into with the AI. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I really like the barn. I don't really feel the warehouse is much more real estate, just more expensive. But I think I'm gonna move most of this operation, at least this part of it, to there. And then move this over to the chemist stuff over to the warehouse. And then use the bungalow. I don't know. I don't have it all figured out yet. But, playing solo, it's a lot of running around for one person. But, especially with that 5 o'clock curfew and the time stopping at 4, it gives me a lot of, ability to run around without running against the clock, both to complete the deals, and do all the restocks I need. You still can get deliveries, and the shops are open. You just have to, and it's kind of predictable where the cops and checkpoints are going to be, and pretty easy to evade them. So that's really all I wanted to clarify in this. I haven't done a whole lot other than just add the one AI to experiment. You pick those folks up at the warehouse after 6 o'clock. You can hire them. There's like a hiring fee, and then you just tell them where you want them to go, which building, and then set them up with a bed. It's all right here on the notepad. I wish I could look at and show you all the. I guess I can. Yeah, you just click on each one, what the destination is, the quality. I don't know how that got changed. These are supposed to be gold stars, but it's okay because they're not actually doing the, I don't have anybody doing this work yet. So, anyway, I can fix all those later. Destination, obviously goes to the storage shelf once it's done. Here, these are the recipes, and then the destination is obviously the oven. I guess as long as he doesn't run out of space here, get off that. He's gonna continue to work. I noticed this one is stacking up, which is okay. There was like 5 jars. I think there's 3 jars on there. So anyway, I think I'm entering the point where I'm babbling. So I'm going to end this here. Just to clarify, I don't know everything. I'm old, man. I these tips are great that you guys are giving me, and I can definitely take constructive criticism. It's all in fun. So thank you for watching, and thank you to the developer for creating such a really fun, addicting, no pun intended, game. I've really enjoyed it. So anyway, thanks again. Take care.